Speaking of which, a very busy guy is the executive director, Greg Michel of MEMA. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Paul. I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. What is the very latest? I think there was a new advisory in, but what do you have the latest on Sally?
Yep, so we got the latest update that I got this morning about 5 o'clock. Looked like that the track had shifted a little bit to the east, but the National Hurricane Center is advising us not to pay a whole lot of attention to that track right now because it's kind of bobbling around there a little bit. But the bottom line is we'll start seeing tropical force-type winds later this afternoon down on the coast. Already starting to see some conditions across the state, but bottom line is projected to make landfall sometime Tuesday. The latest projection showed it slowing down, so it was originally going to be Tuesday morning. Now they're talking about Tuesday evening for it to make landfall. Current projection somewhere in Hancock County. My concern is that the storm has slowed, and even though it's still projected to come in as a Category 1, a lot of things can happen between now and landfall as it stays out there and cooks in the Gulf. But we're going to get a lot of rain. The storm surge is going to be coming in about the same time as high tide, or it was originally set to do that. And with the timing of this, It may be a little bit different with the surge. But you're still going to have storm surge in, a lot of rain coming down, nowhere for that water ready to recede with that storm surge in. So when you're talking upwards 15 to 20 inches of rain, that's a lot of rain, and it's not going to be just the coastal counties affected because when this storm comes in, begins to make that very hard northeasterly turn, it's going to stall even slower. So it's going to sit there, dump a lot of rain as it moves across and out of the state, hopefully by sometime Friday.
Just got a note from the National Weather Bureau that the latest advisories show it has strengthened. It hasn't. The whole thing hasn't come in yet, so we'll see exactly what the new numbers are. But apparently, it is doing what they forecast. It is beginning to strengthen some, as slow as it's moving. Do we have any idea what time right now on the present projection that it should hit landfall, or where? Seems to be somewhere near Waveland, but who knows?
Right. Yeah, the last we had was Waveland, Bay St. Louis area. Is where because the track had shifted, from over around Fort Sulphur, Louisiana, it shifted overnight, counted to the east. So the timing of it was originally Tuesday morning, but now since it has slowed almost half its speed from what it was yesterday, about 13 miles an hour, and I believe my memory serves correct, about slowed to about 6 miles per hour. So now it's talking about landfall sometime late tomorrow night. Again, my concern is the longer it sits out in the Gulf, the potential for it to intensify to a stronger than a Category 1 hurricane. I hope that doesn't happen, but that's certainly a very real possibility, which makes these evacuations very important because you got a storm out. It's this close, not a lot of reaction time.
Rick, talk to us a little bit about what the preparations are as far as the casinos and where do we stand with that?
Yeah, so I don't have the latest update from the casinos with what they're doing. I do know that Hancock County has issued mandatory evacuations as of 7 o'clock this morning for some of their areas, and I do know that Harrison County and Jackson County are likely to follow suit later today, but I do not have an update on the casinos right now.
So as far as we know, they will remain open, but again, that as soon as we get that information, we'll pass it on to you. Anything else that you want to pass on to us?
No, I would just remind everyone to please not be complacent. I know we've had a lot of near misses this year, and we've been very fortunate with that. But this storm is doing kind of what I was concerned about. It's out there, it's jogging further to the east. Just want to reiterate to everyone, mind your warnings that come out, and if you're issued evacuations, please make preparations to do that and to get out. We just want to make sure people do what they need to do and get out of harm's way. This one could be and has the potential to be a very bad storm.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And call us anytime you need us, and we'll get you on the air, sir.
Thank you, Paul.
You got it.
Appreciate you.
Greg Michel from MEMA.